Hello. Are you an owner or executive of a staffing or recruiting firm? We made this presentation to share ideas that can help you make more money and create more success for your salespeople and recruiters. Another benefit is helping you create an improved work and life balance. Maximize your internal candidate and sales database, LinkedIn and other resources. Staffing and recruiting firms spend a lot of money over many years to build a candidate or sales database. Internal candidate and sales systems can be used 24 hours per day. LinkedIn and the paid licenses can also be used 24 hours per day, same with other resources. However, recruiters and salespeople make calls, talk to candidates and hiring managers, set up interviews, try to make placements, attend company meetings and other tasks. When all of these tasks are combined with using and searching your internal candidate or sales system, LinkedIn and other resources, the truth is a recruiter or salesperson only has 1 to 3 hours per day to use any specific resource. You can see the bottleneck. Should you hire extra support staff? A serious problem for most staffing and recruiting firms is not having the time or extra support staff to help salespeople and recruiters use your internal candidate or sales system, LinkedIn and other resources to full ability. It makes logical sense to hire extra people to train as sales and recruiter assistants. However, the cost to hire even entry-level people is too expensive and the turnover is high. Lack of support causes salespeople and recruiters to fail. Lack of support personnel bogs down salespeople and recruiters and significantly limits your use and benefit of the tools and resources that your recruiters and salespeople use. Lack of support personnel also burns out salespeople and recruiters, causing them to exit the staffing and recruiting industry. Virtual recruiting assistants can be just what your company needs. We selected the Dominican Republic as our location to hire and train virtual recruiting assistants because the DR is close to the USA. Many of the people have lived in the USA and speak English. They are a good cultural match for the USA and the DR, and its people are very pro-American. Here are specific examples of ways staffing and recruiting firms are using our Dominican virtual recruiting assistants. Internal hiring. The virtual assistant logs into a staffing firm executive's LinkedIn profile acting as their clone. The assistant does all of the work to help this executive connect to large numbers of salespeople and recruiters at other staffing firms, to recruit and hire them into switching companies. This idea helps staffing firm executives hire salespeople and recruiters without having to do any of the time-consuming LinkedIn work. We can give you free access to our online database that contains all of your staffing and recruiting competitors with their salespeople and recruiters to use as your internal hiring system. Recruiter and sales representative clone concept. A staffing firm uses the virtual recruiting assistants as recruiter clones to help their USA recruiters double the work they can accomplish every day. Assume that John is a USA-based recruiter. A second company email is set up for him. Assume Mary Gomez is the virtual recruiting assistant. John uses Skype screen sharing to show Mary how to use the internal candidate system. John designs the search instructions and outbound messages. Mary remotely logs into the candidate system, performs the searches and sends the messages from John's second company email. Any candidate responses will come directly back to John. Mary can also do this from John's LinkedIn profile and paid license. This idea literally makes it as if John works an additional 8 hours every day all year, and doubles the work he can accomplish every day with the internal candidate system, LinkedIn and other resources. The recruiter clone concept enables a recruiter to work job orders faster and smarter, or handle more job orders than they can normally handle alone. The plan is to help your existing recruiters be more successful rather than hire more expensive recruiters or use offshore rent-a-recruiter companies. Build and work your internal candidate and sales database. The virtual recruiting assistant can help build your internal candidate database. With access to a paid LinkedIn option, the assistant can search a city for people with specific skills. Then, check the people with Connectify or other tools that find personal contact information such as cell phone numbers or emails. The virtual assistant can add the candidates with their LinkedIn profiles and contact information to your company internal candidate system. Virtual assistants making candidate calls. Because people in the DR speak such good English in our same time zone as USA, they can be trained to use scripts and call candidates or hiring managers, just like junior recruiters or salespeople. Implement specialized staffing practices. Here is another idea. Using a LinkedIn license, a virtual assistant can find all people in a city who have specific skills. One example could be Java developers. The assistant can find all of the qualified people and copy them from LinkedIn over to a list. And, the assistant can copy the employers of the candidates to a second list. Then, find and add the hiring managers and even figure out their company email formats. Companies, sales and recruiters, Java developers. This is a very smart way to maximize LinkedIn licenses to build specialized recruiting businesses, build and work sales prospecting lists. Some staffing firms use our virtual assistants to build and work sales prospecting lists. An example is finding companies in a city that you want to sell to, add them to a list, then search LinkedIn to find and add the manager contacts. This includes figuring out the company email formats. The virtual assistant can also help your salespeople increase outbound marketing activity. Cost. Let's discuss cost. All it takes is the virtual assistant helping your company fill one or two extra job orders, or hire just one recruiter, or maybe bring on one new client to cover their cost, which makes this concept free. Anything above this is pure profit and income to your executives, salespeople and recruiters. Let's apply some logic. If your recruiters are helped to be more successful, this will reduce turnover and can be used as bait to attract recruiters and salespeople to your company. If your recruiters are more successful, so are your salespeople and managers, all the way up the chain of command to top executives or owners. Try this concept free for 30 days. We can allow you to try this concept for 30 days free by withholding the first month invoice. If you cancel, nothing is owed. If you continue, the first month is included in the second month and we move forward with a month-to-month engagement. Exclusive. Finally, we can negotiate an exclusive for the city or cities where your company uses this concept. The plan is to use these ideas as a competitive advantage against your primary competitors. Contact us today to learn how your company can take the exclusive and use these ideas to increase your income, help you achieve a better work and life balance, and crush your competition. Have a great day.